Hey guys, today we have Mahinder and he is having total 3 years and 4 months of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Mahinder, how are you?
Hi Faizan, I'm good. How about you?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Mahinder, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yeah, sure. This is Mahendra. I
Uh-huh.
have been working as a software engineer from 2000, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have worked with DXC technology first for an year. After that, I entered into ProEffective IT services
Mm-hmm.
in these two companies.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I'm working with the credit card domain,
Okay.
that is the finance domain. So
Mm-hmm.
here, the major tech stack that I have been working from 3 years, 4 months, I can say that is Java and Spring Boot. A bit of React front end also I have worked with. Most probably, I worked with Java and Spring Boot and Java version 8,
Mm-hmm.
11,
So
and
what's your
currently
day-to-day task?
yeah, the day-to-day task is if there are any cronut jobs available, I just
Mm.
need to check whether the cronut jobs are working perfectly or not. First thing.
Okay.
After that, we every day we will follow the agile
Mm-hmm.
methodology. So I have to complete my tasks on time
Mm-hmm. So
as per
how
the
can
agile
we
methodology.
implement cron jobs?
We use scheduling in Spring. We
Mm-hmm.
have scheduling. We at the rate enable schedule. If we
Mm-hmm.
annotate with the main class, then after that we
Mm-hmm.
can start the schedulers.
So tell me which Java 8 features you use most of the time.
Uh, Most probably we have utilized Stream API. I can say
Stream
Stream
API.
API. Yeah,
Okay.
Stream
So
API with Lambda
what's the
expression.
difference between writing code with traditional loops and with Stream APIs?
Um, if we use the normal traditional loops and
Mm-hmm.
and all, what happens is we have to write lots of lines of code, lot of boilerplate
Mm-hmm.
code, we can say.
Mm-hmm.
And but with the help of Stream API, we can really write a easy and concise code and
Mm-hmm.
inbuilt methods which convert the object into stream and all
Mm-hmm.
these works. These improve the performance and maintainability also.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it will be a little bit hectic to do the debugging because as
Mm-hmm.
everything happens in a single line,
Mm-hmm.
debugging will be a little bit difficult. Even though we keep the bug points,
Mm-hmm.
it is going to be a bit hectic when we are doing the debugging. But yeah,
Okay,
we can
okay.
avoid that problem also by maintaining
Mm-hmm.
each and every stream
Mm-hmm.
methods in
Okay,
a
okay.
different lines. That way we can avoid that either.
Got it. Okay, so tell me, uh, how does Java handle method overloading and overriding during runtime?
Method overloading is nothing but static polymorphism, we can say, and
Mm-hmm.
overriding is the dynamic polymorphism. And
Okay.
Java, as it in the runtime, it is going
Mm-hmm.
to the overriding will be handled at the runtime, and the
Mm-hmm.
overloading will be handled at the time of compilation itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that way.
Okay. Okay. Can a static block throw a checked exception?
Static blocks.
So the answer is no. Static blocks actually cannot throw checked exceptions unless they are wrapped in unchecked exceptions or caught inside the block. Okay.
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I have never written any static block exact
Mm-hmm.
code like that. Yeah, so
Okay,
I
okay,
got
it's
that one.
fine. I mean, do you have experience on threads?
Um, I have experience on this using multi-threading approach, like using the Spring directly,
Okay.
not
So do you
directly
know about
using
thread
the.
local?
Uh, no, no. I just heard about it, but
Okay,
not
okay.
much. Yeah, for no,
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
much.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so tell me, why is it a bad idea to overwrite equals without overriding hash code in a class used in a hash map?
If you override equals method without
Mm-hmm.
overriding the hash code,
Mm-hmm.
it will behave in an indefinite manner. Like if you don't override hash code, it is going to
Mm-hmm.
have its original implementation.
Mm-hmm.
So the expected behavior won't be the same that we generally expect when you override equals method.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
it
that's the
violates the
reason.
contract.
Yeah, it violates actual contract
Mm-hmm.
in between them. That's the reason we have to
Yeah, yeah.
override both of them.
So basically, HashMap uses hash code to locate buckets. If hash code is inconsistent with equals, key lookup fails.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Guys, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, we had launched complete interview preparation material structure step by step by myself, expert and MNC's interviewers. And the best part is that now no one need to go anywhere else to prepare interviews. There's a 99% chance that interviewers will ask questions from this material. So basically, it contains a lot of material categorized by experience level, means each experience level has different material with all possible interview question and answers for Java, Spring Framework, Maven, Git, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data API, Kafka, microservices, Java coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. I have provided the link to get this in the below description. And if someone need this material plus two real enterprise client projects for reference with video recorded sessions plus one-on-one lifetime doubt sessions and referrals to the big MNCs like TCS, Infosys, Deloitte, then they should check the interview preparation kit. I will provide the link for this as well in the description below. So now moving to our interview. And guys, before moving to our interview, I would like to highlight one important thing. Recently, Mahindra purchased our interview preparation kit, and I would like to ask him whether the kit was helpful for you or not. Mahindra, can you please share your feedback?
Yeah, sure. Few days back, I have purchased the interview
Mm-hmm.
kit from Gemini
Okay.
Careers, and it
Mm-hmm.
really helped me a lot to understand some of the concepts. And I have
Mm-hmm.
filled so many gaps in between the concepts
Mm-hmm.
with the help of this the PDF kit.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. So, guys, now moving to our interview. Mahinder, can you tell me how does a Java memory model affect visibility and atomicity guarantees in multi-threaded environments?
Uh, Please repeat the question.
How does the Java memory model affect visibility and atomicity guarantees in multi-threaded environments?
Java memory model
Mhm.
guarantees how it guarantees the
How it's
atomicity.
affect visibility and atomicity guarantees in multi-threaded application. So there are two things: visibility and atomicity guarantees.
Uh, no, I'm not
Okay, so
aware of
basically
this.
JMM defines rules for how variables are written across threads, right? Without proper synchronization on threads, update may not be visible to other.
Okay,
Okay, without proper synchronization, one thread's update may not be visible to others. So that's how JMM affect visibility and atomicity.
okay, got
Okay. Uh, okay, so moving ahead. Mm, can you tell me how is ArrayList different from list in terms of performance?
linked list and array list. Okay.
Yes.
Internally, array list utilizes the array.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the array reaches its threshold, it is going to dynamically allot another different array internally
Mm-hmm.
for the array list. And the linked list uses a traditional chain of objects.
Mm-hmm.
So in this way, the performance uh, if we use wisely both of them,
Mm-hmm.
we can really improve the performance of the system or the
Mm-hmm.
application that we develop.
Mm-hmm.
So array list is really utilized if our insertions and deletions
Mm-hmm.
in between the elements is very less. And
Mm-hmm.
when you want to query more from the list, let's go for the array list. If our insertions and deletions are more in the beginning or in the middle of the list somewhere at any index, then
Mm-hmm.
we should go for linked list, because in O
Mm-hmm.
of one time we can I mean the insertions are easy in the linked
Mm-hmm.
list in the middle
Mm-hmm.
or in the end or in the beginning. But for array list, insertions in the end is only easy. That's the reason, depending on the usage, to
Mm-hmm.
reduce the proper time, to reduce the time complexity, we have to utilize array list
Mm-hmm.
for faster lookups and faster
Mm-hmm.
read and write. Let's go for linked
Mm-hmm.
list. Yeah,
Okay,
this is
okay.
the way.
Okay, now tell me what's the difference between an interface and abstract class in Java?
Um, So if we wanted to achieve the full abstraction, we have
Mm-hmm.
to go for the interface. And if we want only a partial abstraction, we can go
Mm-hmm.
for abstract class. That means
Mm-hmm.
in an abstract class, we can have both normal methods, means method which contains body, and
Mm-hmm.
abstract methods which don't have the body. Both can be
Mm-hmm.
available in the abstract class. And also
Okay.
we can instantiate the abstract class using the constructor. But interface, we cannot instantiate the interface. We must implement the interface with some subclass. Then only we can utilize the actual power of the interface. Yeah,
Mm.
this is the basic
Okay,
difference.
okay. Okay, tell me what are the benefits of using generics in Java?
Generics.
Hmm.
So it is nothing but to give more flexibility
Hmm.
to create the objects and to create the
Hmm.
types in Java.
Hmm.
Uh, to create the types
Code
free from whatever the
reusability,
type. Yeah.
type safety, compile time checking, and it prevents class
Yeah.
cast exception by enforcing type constraint.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these kind
Yes.
of features it provides. Okay, moving ahead. Uh, Tell me what is auto configuration and how does conditional on missing bean work?
Um, how, can you repeat the question?
Okay, so first tell me what is auto configuration? Like, what's the concept of auto configuration in Spring Boot?
Okay, auto configuration is nothing but when we define the beans
Mm-hmm.
using at the rate component annotation or
Mm-hmm.
using any stereotype annotations like
Mm-hmm.
controller, repository, these, and by defining this beans inside the at the rate
Mm-hmm.
configuration
Okay.
class, it
Okay,
means
so tell me why class path is introduced in auto configuration.
class
Have you
path is
heard
in.
about class path?
Yeah, a class path is nothing but where we the Spring is going to read the
Mm-hmm.
dependencies from the class path. All the
Mm-hmm.
dependencies that are downloaded by the
Mm-hmm.
Maven or any Gradle tool, those are all available in the class path. So
Mm-hmm.
those are all available in the class path, so they can be utilized in our Java application.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, to get the class path variables and to
Mm-hmm.
connect it to the database and all, so we need a auto configuration. For that, enabling that, we need enable auto configuration annotation on the
Mm-hmm.
top of the Spring main class.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a part of at the rate Spring Boot application annotation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so tell me, like you said, you are working on cron jobs, scheduled tasks. So tell me, a scheduled task in your application runs twice instead of once. So tell me possible misconfigurations,
Um,
like what was happened. I mean, what's the reasons? What would be the reasons so that a scheduled task in your application runs twice instead of once? What could be the reasons?
um, it's not. It happened once, but not because of the configurations that we did. It happened because of the Kubernetes cluster has
Mm-hmm.
two different instances of the same microservice. So
Mm-hmm.
both are running at the same time, or sometimes one ran at a different time. At that time, what just happened is, as both are running, they both started sending mails to the user.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of one mail, user got two mails of same content.
Okay.
So that problem we have seen, but that is the problem of Kubernetes cluster is having two instances running
So
at the
that,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah, that's correct. So that's one of that may be one of the reason, like deployed multiple instances without locking. Another reasons could be we have declared multiple enable scheduling annotations in our application, or the task declared in multiple application contexts. So these might be some of the reasons, right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, how does Spring Boot manage thread pools in async methods?
Uh, so Spring Boot uses a Hikari pool internally, and
Mhm.
it will automatically manage the thread pools. It is having
What
a
uses
pool of
Spring Boot, what uses?
Hikari pool. When we run the
Okay.
Spring Boot application internally, it uses Hikari pool. Uh,
Mhm.
so, uh, so as per that implementation, it is going to
And do
choose
you
the
know about
threads.
simple async task executor?
Simple async task executor. No,
Okay,
I
okay.
have not utilized
Yeah,
it.
actually, Spring Boot uses simple async task executor by default.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
internally it uses that.
internally.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can define a custom task executor bean to configure core size, maximum threads, etc. We can customize this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me what's the purpose of configuration properties annotation?
Uh, configuration. Okay. At configuration annotation is for
No, no,
uh,
configuration properties. Have you heard about
oh,
configuration properties?
configuration properties annotation.
Mhm.
No, no, I have
Yeah, yeah.
not
So
used
actually,
this.
configuration properties binds whole property groups into a POJO.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And what about value annotation?
At value annotation is something we
Hmm.
use to read any key value pair which is present in the properties file
Okay.
into our particular class,
Hmm.
like data source or any variable that we have defined in
Hmm.
the properties file. If we want to read it,
Hmm.
we can read it from the class. For that, at value annotation we use. And
Hmm.
in that at value annotation, with the help of dollar sign, we are going to mention the path of that particular
Hmm.
variable in the properties file.
Okay, okay. Okay, so like nowadays, we mostly use the Spring Boot, right? But
Yes.
previously, it was a Spring Framework only. Spring Boot is nothing but a facelift of Spring Framework, right? Now,
Yes.
I just want to know how is Spring Boot different from Spring Framework as a developer?
Uh, the main difference is we have very less configurations in Spring Boot.
Mm-hmm.
Means almost all configurations can be automatically
Mm-hmm.
done in Spring Boot. But in Spring Framework, bean dependencies we need to mention in the XML configuration,
Mm-hmm.
and also dependency management,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Even the dependency version changes. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
version changes, it is a big problem there. But here,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to Spring Boot, all the starter dependencies, everything is handled
Mm-hmm.
by the Spring Boot starter packages itself.
Mm-hmm.
The bean configurations, they have moved from XML configurations to directly annotations in Spring Boot. So it is
Mm-hmm.
now very easy
Mm-hmm.
uh, and more readable, and we can directly focus on our business logic in the Spring application instead of
Mm-hmm.
focusing or wasting time on all these configurations.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
this is a
that's
major
correct.
difference.
Okay, so can a singleton scope bean safely inject a request scoped bean?
Single unscoped bean, can it
Safe.
inject
Can a singleton scoped bean safely inject a request scoped bean?
request scoped bean? Okay.
So the answer is no.
No, yeah,
Yeah, not
okay,
directly. We should
yeah.
use object factory or provider to fetch request scope beans lazily at runtime.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now moving ahead, let's say you want to implement method level security in Spring Boot. What annotations and configurations are needed?
Method level security.
Mhm.
Okay. Mm,
Okay. So have you heard about
Giving a
enable global method security annotation, pre-authorize annotation, secured annotation?
no, I have not used
You
these
have not used.
topics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how you guys are securing your REST APIs?
Uh, we are having the security configuration directly,
Mm-hmm.
and it will basically now in the current project we are not using direct security. Also, we have direct cloud gateway provider,
Mm-hmm.
and that particular microservice handles all the security operations, and it is going to give us directly the web token, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to keep that in authorization token, and it handles everything. We are not directly using the Spring security. in the
Mm-hmm.
application. We have
Mm-hmm.
separate microservice itself for that. It routes all
Mm-hmm.
the user requests to our microservices. Our
Mm-hmm.
microservice will not directly connect to the web client. It is
Mm-hmm.
connected to the cloud gateway first, and from cloud gateway,
Mm-hmm.
the requests are going to be transferred like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, do you know about circular dependency?
Yes, yeah. So circular dependency means, for example, when we have
Mm-hmm.
defined when we have uh, two beans and they are circularly calling them itself. Means
Mm-hmm.
if we have if we have created a singleton bean inside one
Mm-hmm.
class A, and we are calling that again in the class B. So
Mm-hmm.
multiple beans should be created, and they'll keep on creating like that. So that is nothing but a circular dependency, and
Mm-hmm.
we yeah yeah
Okay.
have faced this before.
Okay, okay. So, let's say you are getting a circular dependency exception when using a constructor injection. How would you resolve it?
Um, So at that time, what I just do is instead of calling them separate, instead of calling in a separate, I
Mm-hmm.
mean in the constructor, in any one of the class, I don't use that particular bean there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I can uh, use the field injection for one of them, and for remaining ones, I can use the normal constructor injection, or else lazy initialization we can see. We
Yeah, we
can
could
keep
use
the
lazy
lazy initialization.
annotation. We can
Yeah,
in
lazy
wish.
annotation I have
Mm,
used mostly.
we could introduce an interface also,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so tell me what causes a no such bean definition exception even though your bean is present in the code base.
Um, no such being exception.
Mhm. Have you faced this issue
No,
if
no,
bean is present but your application is throwing no such bean definition exception?
no, I have not faced this
Okay,
before.
okay. Yeah, sometimes we developers may face this issue. So there may be some multiple reasons, right? Like being not scanned due to package mismatch or profile mismatch, or there are some conditional annotations and that is evaluated to false. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So
Or
moving
else
ahead.
there is one possibility that if we have created a class and if we don't annotate with the red component, and you are
Mm-hmm.
trying to auto-wire that,
Mm-hmm.
then Spring Container don't know that this bean is existing because you have
Mm-hmm.
not put at the rate component
At the red
annotation, and
component.
also you have not defined it as at the rate bean inside the that
Mm-hmm.
configuration class. So Spring
Mm-hmm.
don't know that that bean is existing. So at that time, this
Yeah, yeah, that
exception
may
will
be the
come.
reason. So at that
Yeah,
time, yeah, Bean was not available.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me what's the difference between CRUD repository and JP repository?
In JPA repository, we have different methods like
Mm-hmm.
save method, and the save method can be utilized for updating also. Delete
Mm-hmm.
method, like that, we can create custom methods by using
Mm-hmm.
JPA for our entity classes, depending on the name convention. We can
Mm-hmm.
create our own custom methods
Mm-hmm.
using JPA repository. CRUD repository is a bit older, we can say, and JPA repository is actually the it's a extension of that CRUD repository only. And
Okay.
yeah, JPA repository has more methods, and we generally
Mm-hmm.
use those methods. But CRUD repository don't have all those methods
Mm-hmm.
inside it.
Okay, okay. Okay, so what annotations marks a class as a JP entity?
At the rate entity annotation,
Okay. Yeah.
we can
So
use.
what are some important annotations for the Spring Data JPA?
uh, at entity annotation, at
Mm-hmm.
ID for primary key, and one-to-one, many-to-one, many-to-many annotation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and in that annotations, lazy, eager loading,
Mm-hmm.
those things also we can mention.
Okay.
Yeah, these I remember.
Okay, so let's say you have a bidirectional one-to-many relationship, right?
Yeah.
How do you avoid infinite recursion in REST responses?
Um, Infinite responses will come if we keep the um, eager fetching. If we keep eager fetching, then definitely infinite responses will come. We'll get. That's the reason what we have to do is we have to keep fetching as lazy. Fetch type should be lazy. Then
Mhm.
whenever we call it, then only it will be fetched. So at that time, we really don't get this
Okay.
issue.
Okay, so tell me what is the n plus one problem in JP?
Oh, sorry, what is that? N
N
plus
plus one problem.
plus one. No, I haven't heard of.
No. Yeah, actually it's a this is a standard problem in JPA. Please read about this after this
Yeah,
interview.
yeah,
It's
sure.
nothing, in short, it is nothing but too many queries due to lazy fetching. And we can fix this using join, fetch, entity graph, or batch size.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so moving ahead, how can you ensure uniqueness across multiple columns in JP entity?
Um, we have an annotation at the after
Mm-hmm.
at the rate column annotation. We can
Mm-hmm.
use unique is equal to true. A
Unique.
parameter, yeah, unique
Mm-hmm.
parameter. We can give it
Mm-hmm.
equal to true like that. If we mention it by default, it is false. If you mention
Mm-hmm.
true, then it will be unique. Means when it is going to create a table, it creates the unique
Mm-hmm.
constraint for it, the ORM
Okay.
relationship.
Okay. 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 So moving ahead, what are the main advantages of using Spring? Advantages of using microservice architecture over monolithic?
Uh, Scalability is a major thing, and resilience means it is high
Mm-hmm.
availability. And if one service fails, it is not going to affect the entire application. We
Mm-hmm.
can have all other services running up and running, and it will have very high availability. And we can scale the application horizontally so
Mm-hmm.
that it can accommodate lot of users and
Mm-hmm.
also very few number of users depending on the scalability.
Mm-hmm.
That is the advantage we
Mm-hmm.
can see. And
Okay.
yeah, that's the
Okay, so tell me how do microservices typically communicate with each other?
uh, uh, these microservices connect with each other using previously we were using REST template to communicate in between them. Basically, the HTTP calls only.
So that is
REST template.
synchronous call, synchronous communication, right? And what about
Yeah.
asynchronous communication?
For asynchronous communication, we can use Spring Webflux web client. We can use web client so that we can have
We
asynchronous
could use
communication with.
Kafka, RabbitMQ, right? Have you worked on this?
Yeah. I have used those also before. Yeah, asynchronously, if we have to use, then we can use Kafka.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Okay, so how would you implement request tracing across multiple microservices?
request tracing. No, I have.
No. Okay. Have you heard about Sleuth and Zipkin? So we would first add Sleuth and Zipkin dependency, then Sleuth basically propagates trace IDs and Zipkins collect them for analysis.
No, I have not worked with
No, you
this.
haven't. Okay, okay. Okay, so explain how would you apply the circuit breaker pattern in Spring Boot service?
Um, Circuit breaker pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I
Okay,
don't remember right now. I
you don't
have
remember. Yeah, yeah,
live.
it's fine,
Yeah,
fine. Okay. Mm, do you know about JWT, JOT?
yeah. Java Web Tokens are nothing but the tokens that got generated internally.
Mm-hmm.
They use as prime numbers for generating
Mm-hmm.
those tokens.
Okay.
The Yeah, these are the tokens which are encrypted, and
Mm-hmm.
these are like just we can say the security passwords. We can say
Mm-hmm.
instead of passwords, we have these tokens. For when we log in to an application,
Mm-hmm.
our email and password will be securely stored inside this token. And once the token we receive in the in the application, we are going. It will have some time limit
Mm-hmm.
internally placed inside that, and our validator is going to validate whether the token is valid or not, depending on the time and also password and email that is
Mm-hmm.
provided inside the token. So yeah, this way the actual tokens work.
Mm-hmm.
So it has two different parts. One is general metadata we'll be
Mm-hmm.
having in it, and other one is the secret. So the secret can only be decoded if we know the actual secret key for
Mm-hmm.
that. The general metadata we can decode directly in the JWT website. If we paste the
Mm-hmm.
token, it is going to show us the general metadata. But the
Okay, okay,
secret data, if we want to see, we need to have the access key, secret key with us.
okay. Okay, so tell me what's the role of POM XML in Maven-based projects?
In the Maven projects, pom.xml file is nothing but where we are going to define all the dependencies of the
Mm-hmm.
application in that, and dependencies, plugins, all
Mm-hmm.
these things are kept inside that. And uh, Maven lifecycle, whenever we start, it is going to read the pom.xml file and get all
Mm-hmm.
the dependencies from the Maven repository with the help of this by reading this Maven this pom.xml file, I can say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, okay. So moving ahead, tell me what are the key stages in CI/CD pipeline for a Spring Boot project?
CI/CD pipeline.
Like code
Uh,
check, build check, unit test check, Dockerize, deploy, production,
um,
secrets check. Like, have you heard about pipeline? Like, there are
yeah,
some
yeah,
steps that automatically happen in the pipeline.
yeah. Building is first means first dependency,
Mm-hmm.
uh, downloading the dependencies, compiling the code, and
Mm-hmm.
after compiling, packing. Uh, this all when lifecycle stuff will happen first. After
Mm-hmm.
that, this is going into the Sonar Cube for code quality checking,
Mm-hmm.
and things are if things are passed there, it will go to the next step where it
Mm-hmm.
is going to be uploading that particular jar into
Mm-hmm.
the web server, and that jar after entering there, the server is going to restart. All these steps are mentioned in
Okay.
the Jenkins
Okay,
lifecycle.
so tell me a unit test fails only on pipeline but passes locally. What are the possible causes?
Um, okay, yeah, a unit test which is passing in the local but not in the pipeline. Is that
Hmm. Yes, yes,
so?
yes.
Then there may be a possibility that in our
Hmm.
local DB,
Hmm.
in our local DB, we have that particular data available, and that's why
Hmm.
that particular case is passing in the local. But when it connects to the actual PostgreSQL DB of the AWS or the
Hmm.
environment DB, the
Hmm.
data is not available there as
Yeah,
same
yeah,
as in our local DB.
that's one of the reason. That may be
Yeah.
one of the reason. And other reasons,
And the other reasons,
like environment specific configuration issue. There is some other configs in local and others in the
yeah,
and that environment that where we are deploying.
yeah,
Missing
memory
secrets.
issue. Missing secrets and memory issue also might be the
Mm-hmm.
reason. If I have
Mm-hmm.
allocated a lot of more memory in the local, but
Mm-hmm.
a limited and standard memory is allocated there in the
Mm-hmm.
environment. So that
Mm-hmm.
might be one of the issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Uh, okay, Mahendra. It's done from my end.